EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready. 8, read. Strong left. Hey, man. Yo, cheetah. Get it.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's going to be a long day.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Check 26, check 26.
coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Finding some room at midfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
24 to the mic. Touchdown, defense. Greystone, Travis. He's checking correct.
On second down, here's Fournette. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go 6-6. Pull it high.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Jaguars 0.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Rip left, rip left.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 24 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 24 is the mic. All day. All day. Go. Go, go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Get up. 10-2 stop. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, Steve 6. Seat 6. 24 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Now.
On second down, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. It'll be Minshew again. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Go, go, go. Backfield. Motion out of the backfield. 24 is the mic. Yeah. You don't want none. Get it.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Come on, set.
They'll come out in the pistol.
53 is mine. Oh, here we go. Oh, protein spill. Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Chiefs 14, Jaguars 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
15, 1, 15. Watch right. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Is the mic. All right, T, let's. All right, T. 24.
Hey, orbit.
Exit. 24 is the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, exit.
24 is the mic. Here we go, D.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Haywood.
At the 39-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Completes it to Lee. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Say.
Hey, Alpha. Fight.
On 4th down, Minshew flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Check safety. Check.
57. 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Wait.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Under 10, 10. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Yellow.
Ship. Hey, hey, watch that. Watch that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
That's good for the Jaguars.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing suck.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Lee's got it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Ready. 30 base.
Hey, pick your game up.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Switch. You draw quarter. Smith. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry. 5.
They'll try and run for it and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6. And a first down, Chiefs.
43.
58, boy, 58. Delta. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Single slot. Slam. You go take it. Exit.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Topper.
Bang, bang, bang. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, watch that.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette. Complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
I got you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and
he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
see. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like... Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. At the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
All day, every day, any day.
Yes, yes.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. They complete it to Hill. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that truck.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fournette running out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go, G.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Ready, ready.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Ricky. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Let's put him up.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Get it.
Now Minshew on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Good one, D. That's how we roll, buddy. Keep playing.
Brings up third down. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down.
It's our time.
Go, go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Ready, ready.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Tighten up, tighten up. 132 fight. Let's go, let's go. We got double up, double up. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught, and at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Jaguars 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
X3, 218, chopper. 54, Mike, 54.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Minshew sets to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. You got nothing to that. You got
pocket. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Yellow, yellow.
Check four, check four.
Back, back, back. Jim.
Hey, 57, 57.
Tight go. Motion, bump.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check three. Show it up.
Attack.
Motion.
Hey, Sunday.
Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the twist.
Shift.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the... And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Yellow. 480.
Ready? Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hey, 43, 15.
On the ground, this is Williams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good job, D.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check. Fresno.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Check.
80 weapons. Hey, Echo. Keep grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll pitch it back, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
We gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball.
On 4th down, Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Check Mike. Attack.
Charlie. 58, boy. 58, Mike. Watch the run.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
22, Jet Bomber, 22.
They'll go again to McCoy. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, and they'll run it with McCoy. And LaShawn McCoy off to the races, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set 30 base.
Throwing on second down. Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The Jaguars on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Minshew. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 13. Check 13. 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go now. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
From the 36, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Shark, 36 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bravo!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On the ball.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one complete to Hill. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing out your
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision.